What is up everybody, my name's Zach, welcome back to My Fish Diaries. So today we're going to talk about air pumps. Now, why you need them, pros and cons, common faults of them, and why I think air pumps are the best piece of equipment you can have for your aquarium today. So what we're going to do first is break open one of these air pumps, and I'm going to show you the common problem that I find to have all the time with these style air pumps right here. Stay tuned. Okay, so I'm going to show you how the air pump works from the inside. So what they actually do, obviously, pump air into an air stone or a filter, make bubbles, etc. This is one that I've, pretty good brand, Aqua One. And I'll show you on the inside what they look like. So you can see here, got all your motor and stuff. You got these two rubber things here. So what happens is the motors will move these magnets back and forward real quickly, just like that, obviously pumping air. So if you look on the side, where are we? In here, you can see that diaphragm rubber bit there is ripped. And this isn't a very old pump, it's only about 2 months old. So I don't know if it comes out of poor manufacturing or just wear and tear, but that happens to me a lot. So I've had multiple pumps do this. So you can buy this part, I think it's about $3 to fix it, but this time I've brought a way bigger pump, and I'll show you that soon and talk about the benefits of having one that's bigger than this one. These are good pumps just for small use, but as soon as you get bigger tanks, stuff like that, you're going to want to look at getting bigger pumps, try and bigger air stones, filters, etc. So let's look at the big pump. Alright, so back here behind the fish tank we have a way bigger pump. So this is pretty much a massive version of the other side, the other one I had. So in there you can see you got your inlet there, got some cotton in there, then goes through this hose here, and then transfers. So you got 6 outlets here, so you can have 6 tanks potentially running off one pump. So this pump is more of commercial size, it is a lot more noisy, as you can probably hear, but simple little tricks like this, hang it instead of sitting it on something, quietens down a lot. And I'm going to show you in another video how to make pretty much an exhaust for this, really quiets it down a lot. Now let's talk about what air stones do. So there is a common misconception that this is oxygenating the water. These bubbles are nowhere near tiny enough to get into the water column. So what these actually do is create a disturbance in the water. See how the water is rippling? And more surface area. So it creates more surface area as you've got waves in your aquarium, and that gives more oxygen on the surface area to penetrate the water. So the reason why I think that these are the best things that you should have is because if anything ever happens to your tank, if the power ever goes out, you want a battery air pump. You definitely want one, because what do these guys need the most? Oxygen. They need to be able to breathe. So having a battery air pump will save your tank. You can run your tank for a day, even having just an air pump and keeping it warm, and your filter not even going. But if you don't have that air pump, your fish will die 100%. And another thing that these air pumps are really good for is sponge filters. So look down at my sump here, I've got a sponge filter running full time. So that's going to be a cycled sponge that I'm going to use in my quarantine tank when I go to buy some new fish, and it'll live in there. So as you can see, pretty easy. Bubbles push down, the air pushes down to the bottom, making water rise with the bubbles sucking through the sponge. So what I'm going to do eventually is set up multiple fish tanks with this one pump and have air lines obviously running across the roof or something to every tank. But that just shows you one pump that was only $20 more than the other pump can do the same job, if not better, by six times better job. Yes, it is a bit louder, but like I said, I'm going to show you another video on how to make it quieter in the future. Alright, that's the end of the video today. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in another one.